Okay, hi there. So today I'll be giving a simple explanation on the second commandment. So you can find the commandments in Exodus chapter 20. So this time we're going to be starting from Exodus 20 verse 4. It says, "You shall not make for yourself a graven image or any likeness of anything that is in heaven above, or that is in the earth beneath, or that is in the water under the earth. You shall not bow down to them or serve them, for I the Lord your God am a jealous God, visiting the iniquity of the fathers upon the children to the third and the fourth generation of those who hate me, but showing steadfast love to thousands of those who love me and keep my commandments." So it shows that if you love the God your God, if you love the Lord your God, you will only worship him. That your worship and your praise will belong to him and nothing and no one else, as you've seen when I was reading those verses. So idols can come in many forms. You can people make graven images from wood, stones, and even gold, and they worship them and bow down to them, and God forbids this. And for example, when you read the Bible, you see that God had a plan for the Israelites. He brought them from Egypt, and he promised them to give a land of milk and honey, which is or was Canaan. So they went all through that, and when they finally got there, God had already given them instructions and commandments on how to live their lives when they get there. So, as you know, if you've read the Bible, the Canaanites, they had a lot of idols. There was a lot of idol worship, a lot of things that do not concern God. And they were warned that they should not do that. But when they got there, after some time, they became idol worshippers. They forgot about God. And God became angry because he gave them to the hands of their enemies. And when they went to battle, they they were losing, and their enemies were stealing their foods and so much more. So this shows you that when God says worship me and me alone, he means it. And you've seen that he's a jealous God. So do not worship anything that is not God, the God of Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob. And sometimes we can have idols in our lives without even realizing it. A job can be an idol, an artist can be an idol. Anything that you put above God is an idol in your life. For example, a job. Maybe you're like, I don't have time to pray, I don't have time to spend with God, I need to go to work. You never have time for God. The thing that comes first in your life is your job. And I know that when you're an adult, you need to pay your bills, but you also have you need to put God first. Because imagine if God decided that today he'll no longer give you breath, your job won't matter, you'll just be gone. So let God be number one in your life, and let your actions show it. And also, artists, when you have so much love, so much, I don't know the words I can use to describe this, but anytime they whatever is happening in their lives, you're catching up. You have so much I don't know if I can call it love for this artist, that you forget about God. You want to, the things of God come later. You want to listen to their songs, or maybe then you find that you start saying maybe worship songs are boring, and you just, these artists, it's like they take the love you have for your God away. You just want to know what their life is about, and instead of maybe listening to a worship song, you're listening to their whole albums for hours. You don't have time for prayer, you don't have time for fellowshipping with your God, you don't have time, and so many other things that can be idols. And also I've seen that in the places like the West and Europe, you have things like you have I've seen that people buy plants, specific plants to bring peace, and you have things like crystals. I don't know for what, to bring you some kind of luck. What is that? When you want protection, protection comes from God, not plants. And your crystals, and I've had things like sage. For what? Your protection and blessings come from God, not all these things. These things are human made, or they are nature. Mm? And when you read in the Bible, the Israelites were worshipping trees. Was it Asherah? That tree will not help you in any way. It was not there, and it will not forever be there. But you have an eternal God who will forever be there, an unseen God who's ready to receive you when you give your whole heart to Him. So let us serve God and God only. Let us worship God and God only. Not people, not things, nothing, just God. So let the God, your Lord Jesus Christ, have the throne of your heart. And by that, I hope I've not talked too much, but by that, have a lovely day to you who's watching me. Bye.